Xiaoye is like this. Hatred comes and goes faster. He has more sympathy for Wei Yaoken than resentment, and Wei Yaoken is just a little willful, and she regrets it afterwards. Maybe they are still very young. Xiaoxie carefully rummaged out of the castle, walked to the nearby grove, stole a piece of clothing, and jumped into the stream to clean himself, and then changed into new clothes. It's done, Yang Xiaoxie's brother Hehe, Yang Daxai is here. Smiling, Xiaoxie found a small temple to live in until dawn. After eating breakfast in the village, he had already visited the dragon fort for the second time. I saw that the guard under the mountain was stunned when he saw Yang Xiaoxie and shouted, You, aren't you dead? Yang Xiaoxiao said angrily, What is dead? I have lived a good life since I was born, why did I die? The palm of his right hand had slapped the guard's chin, and the guard had fallen to the ground with an ouch, and he was so embarrassed that even his jaw had dropped, and he couldn't scream anymore. Xiaoxie yelled at them, Tell me quickly, I, Yang Daxai, have come to settle accounts with your castle master. Hurry! The jaw-dropping guard couldn't speak, nodded hurriedly, and set off fireworks as usual. The little evil was secretly funny, and the little one went to a big Yang Xiaoxie, and he was very proud of his masterpiece. I'll go first, get out of my way, I'm not as good-natured as my brother. He raised his hand and tried to pounce on those guards, who had tasted the bitterness before, but now he was much more obedient, and immediately flashed to both sides, not daring to stop the little evil. You know each other. The little evil swaggered up. It was the same thing that greeted him, it was the housekeeper Lin Bai and the three guards. Xiaoxie came and shouted, Who are you? Have you seen my brother Yang Xiaoxie? Lin Bai was shocked at first when he saw that it was Yang Xiaoxie, but when he heard Xiaoxie, he knew that this was his elder brother. But why did the two look so similar? He had doubts in his heart, but he didn't dare to slack off and said hurriedly, Young Master Yang, you are here to find your brother. It's a pity that your brother has been away from the Flying Dragon Castle for a long time. Lin Bai deliberately came to die and did not admit it. I waited at the bottom of the mountain for more than 20 days, but I didn't see him come down, so I knew that you left him in the castle and might kill my brother. Lin Bai saw that he didn't believe it, and he didn't say much. Anyway, he was only responsible for knowing the guest, and he was not capable of calling the shots for other things. Even if he had, why bother throwing trouble at himself? As before, take it back to the fort. Lin Bai said, Young Master Yang, if you don't believe it, go back to the castle with me, and the castle master will give you an explanation. Little Evil said, If I don't want to return to my brother, I will set fire to your Flying Dragon Castle. Lin Bai smiled back, Young Master Yang, please come with me. The little evil followed them as he did last time, and sat on the same chair when he arrived at the castle. Soon the castle lord, the chief steward, and the Dharma protector all came out, and they had already heard Lin Bai's explanation beforehand, so they were not much surprised. The castle master said, Young Master Yang, do you have something to find the old man? The little evil shouted, You are the castle master, it doesn't look like it. He squinted, glared at Wei Yuxuan, and deliberately tried him. The castle lord smiled, Young Master Yang likes to laugh, I am me, that is, the Flying Dragon Castle Lord Wei Yuxuan. Does anyone dare to pretend to be an old man? Wei Yuxuan is really deep and does not show a trace. Xiaoxie didn't hesitate to look at it and said, "Anyway, I'm not here to ask you if it's a real bun or a fake bun, I'm here to find my brother, you guys hurry up and release my brother, otherwise I'm not welcome." The castle lord smiled, "Young Master Yang, don't be excited, whether Brother Ling's name is Yang Xiaoxie, if so, he has already left this castle that night, and the old man can testify." The little evil shouted, "You think I'm a 3-year-old child? Just talk about it. My brother and I were born the same day, grew up on the same day, and were taught by the same master. Will he go down the mountain to find me? Hurry up and release my brother, or I will make your flying dragon castle a piece of tiles no longer exist." The little evil was arrogant enough to speak to Wei Yuxuan, and he said it very impassionedly. The castle lord's face sank and said, "He has already left, believe it or not. The old man's flying dragon castle is not a place for people to go wild. Wei Yuxuan, he has a hard time, if he knows that this is really a little evil, it is strange that he doesn't vomit blood." The little evil said angrily, "What are you, the old man and the mouse, who is wild? If you don't hand over my brother, I still want to pee." Everyone's faces changed several times, as if they were ready to fly, and they were about to explode. The castle lord also endured. He said in a deep voice, "The old man has said very clearly, you can't believe it or not, the old man can't help it, come here. Drop off." Old Xiaoxie intercepted, "Old Baizai, do you think I am a small character? You don't want to think that I dare to come to your flying dragon castle single-handedly to ask for someone, and I don't dare to come up if I don't have some skills." After saying the word, Xiaoxie had already yelled and slapped Wei Yuxuan with his right hand. This is his usual technique, saying that with a fight, the first move is stronger. Wei Yuxuan's figure flashed slightly, his left palm faced Xiaoye, his palms touched, and there was a soft snap. Xiaoye was shocked back 5 steps, and Wei Yuxuan's body shook a few times, with a smile in his eyes, and he seemed to be very confident in his skills. "Mom!" Xiaoxie immediately shot out 2 flying knives and pointed at Wei Yuxuan's throat and right eye. His eyebrows were raised, and he had already deceived his palm to attack Wei Yuxuan's chest. His momentum was like a rainbow, and it was incomparably fast. Wei Yuxuan smiled, turned over slightly to avoid the flying knife, and with a light tap of his feet, he had already raised his right palm to face the little evil, whether he dodged and twisted his waist or raised his palm. All of them have an incomparably elegant momentum, as if they have been specially trained, so graceful and noble as the emperor's feet. He is worthy of being the first castle lord in the world. The 2 sides made contact again, and Xiaoxie was forced to take 6 steps back, a little staggering. And Wei Yuxuan stood with a smile. His Bin Xiaoxiao was proving one thing, so he shot at Wei Yuxuan. The figure stood up and said darkly, "It's not the sand palm. Who would he not be, the one who killed the former castle master?" Drink a loud roar. Xiaoxie has attacked again, but this time it is not to attack Wei Yuxuan, but to hit the chief protector sword Ping Guan. Jian Ping Guan practiced a golden bell jar and an iron cloth shirt. He saw that the little evil palm was close. He didn't close it or avoid it, and he took the little evil's 2 palms. Ha ha! He laughed wildly and stood motionless in place, and the shape was very proud. Wow! The little evil secretly screamed bitterly. His hands had been bounced numb, a little uncomfortable, bastard. The little evil shouted and changed his palm to a finger, and the great compassion finger moved, attacking left and right, taking the Tiantu and the jade hub at the bottom hole. Its momentum is so fierce that it is like a river line bursting the embankment, and it is out of control. Jianping Guan laughed a few times and still believed that his martial arts were amazing, and he wanted to take the blow of the little evil, but unfortunately he miscalculated this time. The great compassion finger is a peerless study of ancient times, and its potential can wear the golden cracked stone. Compared to the Shaolin mighty King Kong finger, it is more than that, and it is specialized in breaking this kind of golden bell jar, and the true qi of the body, although the little evil is only 60% of the heat, but it can be a little effective for the iron cloth shirt. The two sides touched each other, only to hear Jianping Guan snort. His body took 3 steps back, and the 2 acupoints of Tiantu and Yusha faintly ached. His surprise was not trivial, and he no longer dared to rely on his iron cloth shirt. The kid has a background. As soon as the palm of his hand turned over, his full strength swept towards the little evil like a rock sweeping the clouds, only to see that his palm had gradually changed from flesh color to blue-green, and glowed with a little phosphorescence. Xiaoxie saw that his palms were highly poisonous, and he belonged to the kind of feminine and other people who were either dead or injured, so he immediately took out 2 flying knives and held them across his chest, not daring to be careless. Sweep back more than a foot.